Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Greetings, celestial ascended masters of the new, eternal, heavenly realm. Today is the 5th day of 10 galactic activation portal days in a row of the Omega Run. Keen 150 White Resonant Dog on the 13 Moon Dream Spell Mayan calendar. On this 5th gap day, we had over 25 solar flares in the last 24 hours as Solaris continues to pump in the 5th dimensional codes from the great central sun for this great shift of the ages. The red phoenix rises through the holy mountain to reach the new peaks of divine experience. This opens and leads the way through the central channel and into the crystal palace for full activation and transformation of all consciousness into the resurrection and ascension of the Christos into the holiest of holies. The sacred chamber in the heart center merges all 3 inner portals for full compression breakthrough into total expansion for the lighting up of all aspects of our infinite multidimensional selves. We have reached the point of no return as we make our full quantum leap of the collective consciousness into Homo Luminous, conscious beings of bright virtue. Shine on, indestructible diamond bodies of luminous spheres of white light. The gossamer strands of the holographic web of life resonate in the full glory of transcendent flight. We are released and the freedom codes are activated and the ground crew ready for the next phase of the ascension process. The first contact protocols are in place and the divine decrees are activated within the DNA blueprints of our tribes of the new earth. Allow the frequencies to rise up to the highest plateau of bliss consciousness for the full integration of the solar light fields of the Great Spirit. Aho! Welcome, beloved beings of light. I am Paul, White Gold Eagle from PrimeDisclosure.com. 222 coming in. We have many powerful transmissions for you today from our sacred New Earth scribes, so be sure to stick around to the very end and please do us a favor, give us a thumbs up, leave a comment below the video what you're experiencing and feeling in this powerful activation portal, and please share this video with your teams and tribes all over this realm. Very important message for you today. The Pleiadian nation, our star nations, our star families from the Pleiades are ready for first contact, meaning they're ready to come into this realm, land and take your physical body onto their ships for this great reunion and great awakening. We released a video earlier today, so be sure you check that out. It's called Contact Dish Prime Disclosure, which reveals the full first contact protocol for the ground crew Earth team of the 144. If you're ready for this and prepared physically, mentally, emotionally, begin this journey today of first contact and the grid of the contact dish from the Pleiadians and the Earth Alliance. Thank you all who are participating in this divine intervention and first contact for this next phase of the Great Awakening, the Ascension process, and the event. And to our people all over this realm, keep rising up. It's been reported today that 50,000 of our light workers are heading up to Canada today, crossing over the border to join this mass protest of the shamdemic and the draconian nonsense with thousands of truckers in this massive convoy, and it's sparking uprisings all over the world. We have our trucker people all over the nations of the world rising up and joining this massive protest. People have really had enough of this nonsense with all these lockdowns, shutdowns, these forced jabs, and all this other stupidity of wearing masks. Every day's Halloween now. 441 coming in the mirror of the 144. You all know what I'm talking about. We're not going to take it anymore. People have had enough nonsense, stupidity, foolishness, distractions. But everything we're witnessing now is all part of the Great Awakening, this great shift into the new age, into the new earth. So let's do our best to live from our heart, not get pulled into the drama, into the separation programming. Everything in the past up until today, all distractions and separation programming. Us versus them mentality. I don't care if it's these fake religions versing each other, Christian versus Muslim, Jewish versus less, nation against nation, dividing people by the color of the skin. There's one race, the human race. We are not colorblind. We love all colors. Every color of the electromagnetic spectrum is beautiful, special, and important, and equal, and has great value. Sovereign beings of heaven on earth, our people of these holy lands have suffered enough, and we are here to break the chains, to break free from all nefarious systems created and set up by ignorant, mundane, nefarious consciousness that was corrupted from the light. But we came in as awakened Buddhas to resolve all things that are not in resonance with infinitely expanding Creator Source, the Great Spirit, the Great Mystery, the Holy Spirit. Alleluia. Amen. Okay, now that I got that off my chest, we can move on. With all these massive energetics flowing into this field, we had many activations all over this realm, with 131 M1.5 or greater earthquakes in the last 24 hours. We had two very powerful activations today, both on the Ring of Fire. First, Panama 6.1, and then a powerful 6.4 Kermadec Islands. This is on both sides of our sacred Pacific Ocean. The left path and the right path, the upper Dantian, lower Dantian, of our beautiful tropics of Pachamama. Earlier today, Chile, South America, 4-6, Tropic of Capricorn, Andes Mountains, Indonesia, 4-9-13, Divine Goddess, Fiji, 4.8-12, Divine Feminine, very deep, 641 kilometer depth. In the root chakra, Pachamama, South Sandwich Islands, 4.9, Anchor Point, Alaska, in the crown of Lemuria, 3-0, south of Fiji Island, 4-9, Japan, 4-1, then the first most powerful, 6.1, Panama, 11-14, UTC, northwest of Australia, 4-9, South Pacific Ocean, 4-6, Northwest Territories, Canada, 3.912, Divine Feminine, Chile, South America, 4-2, the Sacred Portal, Afghanistan, where the three holy mountains, Tian Shan in the north, Celestial Mountain, Kunlun in the middle, Land of the Immortals, Middle Dantian, Himalayan in the south, merged together in the Sacred Portal with a 4.5, Council of 9 coming in. We had two more activations in the root chakra, Pachamama Kundalini, the head of the serpent, South Sandwich Islands with a 4-7 and a 5-0. Gardendale, Texas, 3-1. East coast of Honshu, Japan, 4-4. Tonga, 4-6. Puerto Rico, 3-1. In the heart chakra of Pahala, Hawaii, 3-0. Indonesia, 4-4. Divine 44 coming in very deep, also 518 kilometer. Japan, 4-8. 4-3. Haiti, 4-3. East Timor, 4-3, 777 portal, 535 kilometer, 535. Alaska Peninsula, 3.1, 44 kilometer depth. Northern Alaska, 3-0. Indonesia, 4-5. Carlsberg Ridge, 4-2. Haiti, 4-3. Banda Sea, 4-3. Fiji, 4-4. Then the second, the most powerful of the day, in Kermadec Island, 6-4, 246 UTC, 64 into the 46, 1010 portal, first portal to my sacred Condor. Then we had a double powerful activation in Kermadec. This is the Trinity. We had two 5.3s right in a row, 8-8 portal, Lionsgate, Lyra Nation coming in, and then a 5-1, four massive activations right in a row, right in the heart El Salvador, 4.9, Central America, home of our Mayan elders. Alaska Peninsula, 3.1, 144 kilometer depth. No coincidence here, the sacred 144 of our beloved Earth tribe. Bolivia, South America. Andes Mountains on the border of Chile. We had a 4.4, another 4.48, 169 kilometer depth. Then another powerful activation in the sacred portal of Kermadec Islands, 5.1. The whole grid totally lit up, totally activated. The dragon lines fired up. The sacred white mist of Avalon, the dragon's breath rising to clear all veils, all separation, for the revealing of the new Avalon. Merlin and our sacred dragon nation with us now. Okay, we continue now with the current Sabian symbols. Right now, the moon is at 27 degrees, 12 minutes Sagittarius. The sun is at 9 degrees, 15 minutes Aquarius. The current Sabian symbol for the sun at 10 degrees Aquarius. A popularity that proves to be fleeting. And the current Sabian symbol for the moon at 28 degrees Sagittarius. An old bridge over a beautiful stream in constant use. From astrologyweekly.com. Now my sacred Condor pulls a card for you today from the Oracle deck, Moonology from Yasmin Boland. The card she pulled for you today, Full Moon in Scorpio. It's time to release negativity. If you've been feeling paranoid and acting weird, take this card as a very direct message from the cosmos to stop it. Worrying yourself is pointless. It's time to release any negativity you have around the situation you're asking about. If someone has been unkind to you, perhaps it's time for you to release them. This card heralds an emotionally intense time since both the full moon and Scorpio themselves are both extremely intense. It's time for you to feel all your feelings. There could be some nastiness in the air when you pull this card. If that's the case, take it as a sign to move away from anyone or anything you feel is toxic. For some, however, this card has a totally different meaning. Use your magic. You have all you need inside you to bring about your desired result. Attune to the moon. Emote. It's all better out than in. Additional meanings for this card. It's time to move from living fearfully to living joyfully. You're right to have your suspicions. Grudges are toxic. Let something go. The end of an argument. The teaching. The full moon in Scorpio has a sting in its tail. It can herald a vindictive end to a relationship. It can also be a time when we want to be good, but we're naughty. If you pull this card, no matter when, your dark side and your shadow self may be showing. The full moon in Scorpio is also a time of magic. If you are thinking of making some magic, this is your sign to do it. And now today from Divine Sister of the Light, Ra James. We have had 30 solar flares kick off between yesterday and today. These waves of energy are powerful, and the effects are being felt across the collective. Our sun is closer to source than any other created object. These are source energies coming in. The energetic changes happening have also pushed our planet into somewhat of a healing crisis. Some of this is just the soul sensing the need to heal on deep levels. Many may even be purging or releasing deep past issues, traumas to prepare for the 2222 portal. The Galactics are going to continue to come in strong until the 2222 portal. We are moving through a spiritual fire right now. Many may feel it burning your crown, ego to ashes right now. This is an inner alchemy that must occur. A sacred fire is burning now within your heart. These energies are meant to ignite a spark in your soul. There is a phoenix moment that is happening, a rebirth moment. Your true self is actually rising from the ashes. This fire is meant to help you rise as the light worker you were born to become. Light workers are here to shift these energies. Your job is to transmute the darkness into light. You are someone who is meant to hold that torch or hold that flame for others. You'll do that by continuing to work on your healing and towards raising your frequency. This will help you shift into your full light potential. As you're moving through this ascension process, connect with your angels more. Feel them guiding you and sense their love for you. If you need something, you need only ask. Pay attention to the messages and guidance being sent through for you. We are being asked to heal and release the past. The more we transmute, the more room we have to create the new. Expect a new beginning as we are preparing to close our wrap-up old cycles with next week's 2222 portal. From sparksofdivinelighthealing.com and from Divine Sister of the Light Ramona Lappin, rebirthing as one through the power of divine love. The energies have been beyond intense this week as we're navigating the final purification and full compression breakthrough. I think we can all feel by now the immensity of what is building. Everyone is affected by these reality-shifting plasma waves, cosmic rays and light codes streaming in like never before. We've had 9 C-class and 16 B-class solar flares today, Friday UTC, steady Schumann resonance amplifications, and now also geomagnetic unrest conditions at KP4 for the past few hours. My feelings is that this will increase. For where we're at collectively with our transition to New Earth and rebirthing our own self, I'm being shown the visual of giving the last push when giving birth to a baby. I'm being reminded of giving birth to my daughter almost 9 years ago. Time is a strange thing. Also a number of completion. With this final purification in progress, all that is not aligned with our true self is coming up and out to be released. We are purging any remaining karmic residues and loads collectively. It's all clearing, including old karmic storylines we have thought we'd been done with. Everything is affected in our lives, our personalities, the people around us. Our whole world is changing as we shift from a consciousness and a reality based in distorted polarity to one based in unity and the law of one, where everyone remembers fully who they really are, our true history, origins, and that we are indeed one and all interconnected, all affecting one another, and there's no way around that. Many of us have been clearing much grief, sadness, loss, feelings of betrayal and hurt from many eons past. It's all way much bigger than just the stories playing out in our lives. It's not personal either. We're all just resolving the parts and pieces of the consciousness that we came to resolve. Although, of course, it's all of it also because we will all have certain soul themes highlighted that are now being resolved and healed at a deep level on behalf of all, as we keep going deeper and deeper within to resolve and bring it all to peace, as we let go of all that has come before now, with our hearts breaking wide open. We are rebirthing and rising, and the divine love is one. All is being purified and uplifted to a higher frequency through the fires of the white flame, the fires of purification and ascension, engulfing the earth and all of its creations. Resistance is indeed futile. From Ramona Lappin and from Divine Sister of the Light Judith Kusel. The ascension process is escalating and is unstoppable, as the new earth is making herself felt intensely. Waves upon waves upon waves of ascension are upon us, as never felt nor experienced before. This is lifting us beyond anything known before. We cannot take the old programs, old paradigms, the old systems, the old belief systems, the false programming, the forgetfulness, the old way of thinking, feeling, and living life into the new. All will not work. The pioneering spirit is now required. The quest to explore the new and to be creative and inventive, and to be guided by the deep, heartfelt knowing, the intuitive voice within, so that we, in deepest harmony, peace and unity within ourselves, co-create this outside ourselves, as we radiate forth, illumined from deep within. This is the new golden age of love, in the new earth where unity consciousness reigns and all is one. Let go, let go, let go. You are not the same as before. You can never be the same as before. You are evolving. You are reborn. You are now changing, morphing, growing into the truth of who and what you in truth are, and stepping into the fullness of your soul mastery. All which has ever been before, even your past lives, is no more. We have been freed from all karma, as the new earth was fully born. If you still are playing out the old stories, the old personas, the old acting roles, then it is time to wake up and realize the stage you thought you played on. The acting roles are redundant. The stage is no longer there. The old earth has ceased to be. You are merely playing out the holographic images you have in your mind, an old redundant programming. It is time to claim your greatness with unconditional love and loving service in the highest possible way for the highest and best and higher good of all. You're playing small, and that victim role serves you no more. No one is a victim of anyone, of anything. All were but lessons in soul mastery, and with this huge ascension process we are slaves no more, to ourselves nor to others. We are freed. Yet you need to claim that freedom within yourself by stepping and claiming and living the truth of who and what you are in truth with great love. Whatever you resist will persist until you finally allow the process of transfiguration to morph you, to purify you, to reinvent you so that you can fully step into your new light body form and into the new earth and the new golden age with love, in love, and co-creating from the heart and soul of love. Let what is said reverberate deeply into the depths of your heart and soul, and let it all trigger what needs to be triggered, and speak what needs to be heard, into the very depths of you. This is the hour, this is the minute, this is the moment. Arise. From JudithKusil.com. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Laura Pleiadian. Your transformation to divine being. In this deep transformation there is no middle or ending. It is constant and ongoing and present more so now, held in every moment through your everyday awareness and consciousness. Whatever is part of your current reality, circumstances unfolded so as to allow you on earth the space to self-reflect, is for you to now go deeper within. In all ways and levels this is part of the dissolving of the earth attachments as you knew and know it to be as of this moment. The old self and old form are being updated as the merge with your eternal form and design becomes your new reality, new earth experience. This is inherent and held within your divine soul plan. Those who have not chosen the heart as the primary method of being appear as the no-light beings that are present to learn and observe. The sun shines on all equally. The creation of the earth allowed all those fully willing to take part in the earth program to incarnate and experience form, to then be their own master of form. This training school of form allowed consciousness as reality to adapt its awareness through it, and through the program, complete the adaptation. You're now adapting to the encoded blueprint set before you in this moment. All this can be seen through the eyes that witness the eternal form and the many parallel worlds, all present now. The programs and plans for you are in place very well. Anticipate nothing less than the unprecedented changes that are continuing to unfold through you, manifest. The power of the eternal blueprint emanates from the void now. So too those encoded are the trusted ones, filled with light that is, all they are, initiating the contact and unfolding of all that is above, held in the design. With the divine council of overseers, we activate all those ready through divine being and divine love, your eternal heart space, sacred and filled with glory. We initiate you through this, forever and now, from the new divinehumanity.com. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Aurora Ray, the Starseed DNA Activation Journey. Dear beloved ones, the Starseed DNA Activation Journey is a long, ongoing process. It requires patience, endurance, and perseverance, but the ultimate reward is worth it. It takes time to reverse engineer our own DNA after all. Starseeds are in a state of transformation. We are evolving into higher beings, so this does not come without its challenges. All of our old patterns and karmic issues must be dealt with before we can move forward into our next phase of spiritual development. After hearing this article, you'll be more informed about who and what you are and what is happening in your body. Feel free to share this with any other starseeds that may benefit from it. The vibrational frequencies of the earth are rising into alignment with the stars. This is called cosmic consciousness, and it is time for all of us to rise to meet our potential. The ancient spiritual practice of Kundalini Yoga seeks to awaken a dormant serpent power at the base of the spine, activating our dormant DNA and raising our vibrations. As we raise our vibrations, we will feel happier, healthier, more compassionate, and in tune with the earth and those around us. Kundalini awakening can be triggered by a number of factors, including being in nature, meditation, deep affection for oneself and others, theta brainwaves. Starseeds will often have these Kundalini awakening symptoms as they begin to activate their dormant DNA. As they progress through the process, they will likely find that these symptoms lessen or completely go away. The main symptom of the Kundalini process is the activation of your etheric and heart chakra. The etheric chakras are located just above your physical body, around 36 inches from your skin. They are usually invisible to everyone except those who are extremely clairvoyant or psychic. Many of the physical symptoms come from heightened senses. Starseeds may have heightened sight and hearing, more smell than normal, and so on. Some starseeds even report having their taste changed. The feeling of being hyperactive is a common one for starseeds, undergoing Kundalini awakening as well. This can be triggered by spiritual experiences such as channeling and out-of-body experiences. The feeling of hyperactivity typically wears off after a few days or weeks. Meditation can trigger many of these symptoms as well. When starseeds meditate, they are in communication with their higher self and/or guides, and this can be overwhelming at times if not properly prepared for or understood. One of the many challenges I've had in my life is that I can see, hear, and feel things that others do not. It's been a challenge because I didn't understand why my senses were so heightened and what was happening to me. I've learned that when you are more sensitive, it's hard to fit into society because not everyone is so aware of their surroundings. And because I have always been an overachiever, I have tried to push myself to be more normal so I can blend in with society. However, this has led me to ignore my own intuition, but thanks to becoming more aware of my abilities, I've been able to learn how to use them for good. I'm now able to connect with nature, read people and situations easily, and even predict future events, but it wasn't easy for me. During Kundalini awakening, you may notice several other symptoms, such as strange thoughts and feelings, strange dreams, hearing voices in your head, waking up with a jolt out of bed in the middle of the night, an out-of-body experience. You might feel like someone is talking to you, that you can hear the voice of your guides, or that there are other entities around you. You might have strange impulses to go to some place, but when you get there, nothing happens. All these things are normal Kundalini awakening symptoms for a starseed who is shifting into higher consciousness. Tingling in the spine is another symptom. Your chakras may open up, which causes a lot of discomfort, but it will be worth it later when they start to spin correctly, and you begin to connect with your guides. You might start seeing spirits or hearing them talk to you. Physical signs of Kundalini awakening include a sense of weightlessness and a sweet taste in the mouth. These are all completely normal if you are experiencing Kundalini awakening symptoms, and this will subside after a while as your body adjusts to its new frequency. A starseed awakening can be a confusing time for starseeds. After all, why would your DNA change? Starseeds have been awakened to their true origins and mission here on Earth to help raise the frequency of this planet. Many of us are here to do this in the physical realm, while others are doing it from their astral home. As a starseed, you may feel drawn to share your gifts with others, while at the same time feeling very confused as to what is happening to you and why. For many starseeds, the awakening can start in an early age, but for some it does not begin until middle or late adulthood. Some people may have only one Kundalini awakening, while others have several throughout their life. Many of us are awakening to our true divine nature and remembering our mission here on Earth, which is to heal the planet. It is common for those who awaken to experience many physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual symptoms, and they often ask, what's going on, or why am I having these things happen to me, or even, is it normal? So if you are experiencing any of these symptoms, then you may be having a Kundalini awakening. If you don't know what that is, it means you are experiencing a spiritual awakening. You are experiencing a new level of consciousness. The purpose of the Kundalini awakening is to open up your heart chakra and activate your DNA. The heart chakra and DNA are the most important parts of our bodies because they are what connect us to the Creator and allow us to experience the spiritual realms. When this happens, inhibitions and fears lose their grip on our lives. We become more aware of things like spiritual love and other dimensions, and we start to feel peace in all aspects of our life. It takes time for the Kundalini energy, the spiritual energy, to flow through our entire body. It may be more powerful at times, but usually it is quite subtle. When it is less intense, it gives us a chance to get used to the new energies we are experiencing. We love you dearly. We are here with you. We are your family of light. Aho, Aurora Ray, Ambassador of the Galactic Federation, from thegalacticfederation.com. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Carolyn, 144 God Code. The energies again today are helping you release whatever and whoever is stagnant. Complete ending karmic soul agreements that have been appearing for lifetimes. You have outgrown these souls and have learned to put yourself and God first. These final lessons came through karmic ties with twin flames and that false agenda that kept you chasing the wrong person. Since February, you have been shown how to let go and choose your Holy Grail counterpart that the Most High has for you instead. As we enter February again, you have completed an annual cycle of transmutation, so you and your future generations to never repeat those relationships again. Your divine counterpart has also been going through the process of releasing. The ego that was too prideful to let go of past hurts is completely revealing itself to transmute. Divine wisdom is replacing the illusions and is guiding them to take down the walls and open up to love. Their consciousness is independent of control from brainwashing. It has become easier for them to access their own way, thoughts and feelings. The crystalline DNA is attuning you both to the Gnostic wisdom of alchemy and the desire to create this element of energy together. This required justice over dark arts service to self agenda of the Piscean age that used our alchemical birthrights to control humans by harnessing their chi energy. Those control structures used personal relationships to play mind games with your passion and desires. Continue taking back your alchemical tools and harness your Vril energy for yourself. Use it for the light, the good, and God's plan. This part of the shift of ages from dark to light. You came here and incarnated into the bloodline of the Holy Grail because you are chosen to serve God and lead as a master alchemist. As we completely empty the container and ancestry from the previous cycle, it becomes easier to ground these birthrights into the physical body and material realm. We are flipping into this new timeline of using our sacred nectar and creating through the alchemy. This naturally occurs when the masculine and feminine are whole together and in love and partnership. Allow the mind to complete releasing what isn't this and complete downloading love and wisdom. In Jesus Christos' name, Amen. God bless you, Carolyn Kundalini Twin Flames. And from Divine Brothor of the Light, Richard Rudd, Gene Keys, Unlocking the Higher Purpose Hidden in Your DNA. Gene Key 19. January 28th, 2022 through February 1st, 2022. Codependency, sensitivity, sacrifice. Every time you think life is giving you a hard time, try and change your attitude. Give yourself into the experience, heart and soul. Be willing to die for something higher than you, and then you will experience the divine coming down into you. There is no way into the higher realms without some form of sacrifice. Sacrifice isn't a technique you can just do. If you make a sacrifice and it's not from your heart, it has no power to transform you. You have to give something that is precious to you. Dare to be divine. And from the I Ching, the classic book of change, hexagram 19, approach, nourished by the underground lake. Orient oneself back to the eternal spring of vital life force within. Sacrifice is unified bliss. Sensitivity is orienting to vitality. Codependence is dislocated to satisfaction, receiving elation. The superior man is inexhaustible in his instruction and unflagging in his nourishing support of the people. We all do and say things that hurt others, sometimes intentionally, sometimes not. Sensitivity is an art we all need to learn. When we've learned it, we feel so strong, so connected to life, but we also feel so permeable and soft. Richard Rudd, 64 Ways, from GeneKeys.com. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Adrian Elise. Gaia Daily, January 8th through the 31st, a giant leap. Venus is turning direct tomorrow after 6 weeks in retrograde in Capricorn. This is the start of a gradual return of momentum as we begin to find our way out of the early 2022 retrograde cave. Venus is square to Chiron as she turns, defining her retrograde cycle. She is going up against false authority and fighting for her freedom and autonomy. She is claiming back her access to her own precious life force. The feminine in all of us represents health and flow. For thousands of years, this creation energy has been suppressed and demonized. It's been a long-term setup, tricking us into giving our power over to a tyrannical medical system that is about anything but health. There are two timelines forming, those that trust in the power of Source, God, the life force, and those that blindly trust external medical authority. Human evolution requires a leap of faith. You are here. Jupiter in Pisces is an exact conjunction to Eros, representing this energy flow of the vital force, creative energy. This is feminine power, exactly what was stamped out in the Piscean age in the name of religious control. We must now claim back full access to our own creation energy, available by birthright in our own bodies. We have, by definition, a direct connection to source energy. We must claim back our sovereignty with full permission and full access to life force energy. If we are ever going to be able to evolve, we are heading into the new moon in Aquarius, when the sun and moon trigger the 2021 astrology of Saturn and square to Uranus. This new moon is about the changes that must happen in order to move over into the new age. We can only teeter on the edge for so long. Eventually we must pass over into the Aquarian age. Mercury's retrograde, going 3 times over the Capricorn-Aquarius cusp, is bringing up front and center whatever needs to change in our psyche and perspective in order to make this shift. Mercury turns direct just a few days after this new moon on February 4th. Mercury is spending close to 3 weeks in conjunction to Pluto as he turns. It's a mental and ego breakdown. A completely different relationship to form and reality is required in order for us to make this dimensional leap. This new moon marks the beginning of Chinese New Year, the year of the water tiger. The tiger is full of vigor and energy and represents passion and action, a much needed energy in these times. This is the year to make that leap into the new you, your new world, your new life. The north node of the moon in Taurus will be enshrined to Pluto in Capricorn through the first week of March. This is saying, yes, you can let go of all attachments to life the way it was. It's going to be okay. It's up to you to make the leap. The energies of the new world will catch you. From AdrianElise.com. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Leah Whitehorse. Lunar aspects, Chiron and Aries square Vesta in Capricorn. The moon is bounding through the adventurous sign of Sagittarius. It makes the mood expansive as we hunger for new horizons. The sextile to constructive Saturn invites us to slow down on life's journey, take in the view, think carefully about where we're headed. But a later square to Neptune fills us with dreams, scatters us to the 4 winds as we're tugged this way and that, not wanting to choose one path for fear of losing the option for another. Chiron square to Vesta echoes the sense of distraction. Vesta would like us to focus on real-world matters, duties, responsibilities, career, but we chafe against rules and restriction, letting go our own way, fear that we're not up to what is required of us. Maybe it's just that it's taking forever to build the life we want to lead. Don't let frustration distract you from your mission. Focus on what's working instead of what isn't working. Sometimes you just gotta make a start and trust that you'll find a way to the finish line. From LeahWhitehorse.com. And from 13 Moon Peace Time, Keen 150, Galactic Activation Portal Day, Day 5 of 10-day Omega Run of the Galactic Activation Portal Days. What is a Galactic Activation Portal Day about? There are 52 of them, with a shape similar to the DNA structure of the double helix. Jose Arguelles called this grid the loom of Maya, helping to activate our DNA's full potential by linking both macro and microcosmos. On the Tzolk'in calendar, they are shown by green shaded squares. On these days, the veil between the worlds is thinner, and it's easier to access the Akashic records, guidance, and inspiration. During the gap days, our planet receives higher frequencies, and our awareness is amplified. If we are connected from our soul, it represents a great opportunity to consciously accelerate our awakening by gaining a better understanding of cosmic energies. But if we are living in the illusions created by our ego, these days can also be very intense and chaotic. A portal is a two-way interdimensional door opening into several realities, including the astral world, the far reaches of physical, interstellar space, and alternate, parallel universes. We open the portal so that we may pass through the portals and visit other parts of the universe and other dimensions, thus enlightening our perspective and our understanding of the great plan. Elevation to the spiritual planes is part of passing through the portal, and it is from this platform of awareness that many experiences are possible in keeping with divine law. When ascension is a mass event, it becomes planetary ascension, and it brings Earth online with a network of planets. By uniting with interdimensional beings of light, we experience an increase in astral projection to the far reaches of the universe, an increase in mental projection to the deepest universes within. We become telepathically gifted, and our personal power and overall happiness grows. Cosmic History quote for Moon 7, Day 19. There are infinite sets of mathematical permutations in the ever-changing chemical composition of life. Keen 150, Precept 46. Just as the biosphere is the medium on Earth for the transformation of cosmic energy, so the noosphere is the medium for the transmutation and transformation of cosmic thought forms. From 13moonpeacetime.com. And today from the Tzolk'in Times, Keen 150, White Resonant Dog. Resonant is the name for the number 7, and its keywords are attune, inspire, and channel. This is the 7th day of the Yellow Seed Wave Spell, and the 5th portal day in a row. The number 7 is all about tuning into the cosmic frequency, attuning oneself to a higher vibration. Use your intuition today and receive insights that will help you progress further on your path. Today is White Dog, which represents love, loyalty, and heart. The playful puppy invites us all to play today, and so don't growl about it. Let your fun side show and try not to take life too seriously for once. The dog teaches us to act with our hearts instead of our heads, and that's why Dog is so lovable. Even if you are a cat person, you can appreciate the love a pet gives unconditionally. If only humans were more like those pets. If we had more heart, we'd solve all our problems. All you need is love. The white dog also represents the joy of doing what you are passionate about. Put all your heart into whatever you do today, no matter how seemingly unimportant. If the job's worth doing, it is worth doing well. As it is a resonant day, this suggests that we can easily tune in to the love vibration. And today from Divine Sister of the Light, Christina Papagiorgio, White Resonant Dog, 7, Oak, Keen 150, 28th of January 2022, Attuning to Love, 28-1-2022 equal 10-1-2022 equal 1-1-222 equal 22-22 equal 8. Day codes 28, Success Plan for the Future, 10, Manifestation, Power, Authority, 1, New Beginnings, Leader, Original, 8, Infinite, Abundant, Source Flow, Month Year Codes, 1, New Beginnings, Original, Leader, 6, Heaven, Christ, Family, Romance, Fertility, 7, Magic, Mystic, Spiritual, Solitude, Initiation, 2, Partner, Twin, Cooperation, 20, The Awakening, Clear Vision, 22, Architect of Peace, Master Builder, Keen 150 equals 6, Heaven, Christ, Harmony, Love, Romance, another heavenly gap portal day of divine love. Keen 150 is a brilliant day for a wedding, engagement, or romantic liaison, a beautiful heart resonance to celebrate with your loved ones. Day 5, Galactic Activation Portal Day, halfway through the passage. What a forceful push forwards. Day 7 in the Yellow Seed wave spell of awakening, flowering, new beginnings, ripening, opening to more light and blossoming into our highest potential. Today the oneness portal to unity consciousness is wide open. We are tuning into spirit through our pure hearts and being inspired to connect with kin as one heart and one love. Tone of creation, resonant tone 7 in the emotional realm. Action inspires, power channel, essence attunement. The resonant tone very powerfully ignites the potential for great alchemy today, as it provides the ability to fine-tune and channel the magical forces available to us all and walk through the doorways, offering new pathways and opportunities. Today we are super sensitive as we are attuned through our senses, the emotional feeling body. So tune in and feel what your body is sensing. At tone 7, our vibrating phenomenon learns to be still and to listen. Mystic 7 understands that everywhere is magical, but right here is better. Once we attune and then channel the magic through this present moment. Number 7 is also the frequency of the mystic and the magician, which doubles the magic of the blue monkey superpower present today. What are you attuned to today? What form of magical love portal will you manifest? Open the doors in your heart to greater love. Today's question is, how can I attune to divine love and unite with our planetary family as one heart? Divine blessings for the bliss-filled merging with divine love in the cosmic ocean of oneness. In la ketch a la keen, Christina White Magnetic World Bridger, Keen 66. Keen 150. The mantra, the code for today is, I channel in order to love, inspiring loyalty. I seal the process of heart with the resonant tone of attunement. I am guided by the power of spirit. I am a galactic activation portal. Enter me. And on this powerful day of transformations, activations, and manifestations, let us know, beloved beings of light, in the comments below what you're experiencing, what you're feeling, your visions, your dreams, and your synchronicities. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below and the little bell to get notifications on future updates. And as always, we have a link in the description below to the transcriptions of today's transmissions, and we archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. Now, I'd like to take the time to thank everyone supporting us in our work and mission. It's because of your monthly pledges and donations we're able to continue this work. I'd like to welcome and thank Divine Angel of the Light, Observer, for your pledge and support on Patreon, and welcome to the tribe of the Eagle and the Condor. If you'd like to support us in our work and mission and help us continue bringing these transmissions to the world and our other teachings, you can make a monthly pledge to our Patreon page at whitegoldeagle.com. Now I'd like to thank Divine Angel of the Light, Benedict Hanning, for your donation today. Thank you very much. And I'd like to also thank Divine Angel of the Light, Dean Dust, for your donation today. Thank you very much. We appreciate you both very much and your support. And we thank you and all of those that continue to support us in this great work and mission. If you'd like to make a one-time donation, you could do so to our PayPal account at eaglelovecondor.com. Now, I'd like to also thank everyone supporting my Sacred Condor's artwork. You can purchase her beautiful handmade goddess totems, zodiac goddesses, and other works of art at lunagoddessart.com. Now we're going to complete today's transmissions with powerful codes from the Tzolk'in, shared by Ed Torreta. I am the compassionate coded by the white dog. Des is my full number. I am the eternal comforter, the loyal. Love is my law. Wise I am on the path of empathic knowledge. From my 2 hands of light, radiate goodwill for all beings in all realms. I raise my right hand, palm open and free, no secrets. In the absence of fear, there's nothing to hide. Wholehearted, patience and kindness. This is the deepest universal permissive wisdom. There is no one who is not. An expression of this love that envelops everything. because love is the manifesto. From the power of compassion, to know me is to remember that love is the light that holds the dream of union. Galactic archetype, resonant house of the compassionate, fifth Heptad gate. The enlightened opens the door of time-space. Enter the compassionate, bearer of the teachings of the heart, guided by the high priestess, bearer of the spirit of prophecy, supported by the healer, priestess of the moon, challenged, strengthened by the illuminated, carrier of the supreme truth, and he receives the occult help of the illusionist, lord of the game, the blue alchemist. Hunab Ku 21 today. Thank you for joining us today, beloved beings of light. Today, as we emerge from the chrysalis to become the galactic butterflies, one with Hunab Ku, the great central sun of the multiverse, we spread our angelic wings and take flight into the luminosity of eternal light, eternal life. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu. I take refuge in the Buddha of infinite light and infinite life. I take refuge in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha, the awakened, the truth, and the gathering, together as the Trinity gate of enlightenment and full awakening from the false matrix into divine 5D creatrix of La Matrika, holy waters that run deep into the eternal well of the sacred fountain of youth, of El Dorado, the 7 cities of the Golden One, the cities of light, here now manifest to free all of humanity from the Babylonian debt slavery system. Keep walking gently your sacred path with heart, with peace and love in every step. Keep shining your light brightly into the night, and be sure to make this the best day ever. The eagle and the condor love you all. Namaste.